Welcome to Community Connect program on Vishvavahini TV. Main purpose of this program is to introduce well-known people in the community, poets, writers, scientists and other social workers. In this episode, we have a writer, a motivational speaker and more importantly, a storyteller, Andy Costa. Welcome to the studio, Anne.
Thank you, Bandhu. Thank you for having me.
Actually, Anne, last time you were here, you were here to introduce yourself for a launch of a book, of your first book.
Yes, that was my first book. Yes.
That must have been about 1.5 years ago?
Yes. Yes.
Good.
About 2 years ago.
Yeah, and can I tell you a little story about this?
Mm-hmm.
Can you remember the girl who did the recording of that particular program? Yeah.
Yes.
And you know, many months after that episode, when she came here, she was unloading her handbag to search for some document, and I saw your book in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Then I asked, hey, that's Anne's book. Ah, yes, uncle. You know, my friends are in a bit of bother, and I thought, give this book to her to read. So that means then, that girl not only read the book, she was sharing it with her friends. Wasn't that a good story to start our discussion today?
Thank you. That is beautiful.
And during that launch, you had quite a number of people at Walla, wasn't it?
Yes, yes.
And how many people roughly?
That about 100 people.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you're doing another launch at Walla.
Yes, yes. This is my second book. It's very exciting.
Right. Actually, before you be going to the details, can I tell you, I've been reading your stories and I find a little bit of Sri Lankan flavor that you have subtly embedded that into your stories.
Yes, yes.
Was that intentional?
I was born in Sri Lanka, and Sri Lanka are my roots, and I just love my education there, my friends, the food, the culture. I love it. It's always with me.
Not to go really deeper, but because you mentioned your Sri Lankan roots and so on, and can we share a little bit of your anecdotes or stories about your early childhood and during...
Absolutely, Bandhu. To me, my most cherished memories, I have lots, but my most cherished memories would be my education at Gujarat Convent Kandy.
Right.
So I am a true Kandy Lamisi,
Right.
and I'm very proud. I have wonderful friends. I've connected with my Kandy friends all over the world and here in Melbourne, so it's very exciting. We talk about Kandy and our school days all the time, and we have a good laugh.
That's good. Actually, after migrating to Australia, I know you may have had a professional life in some fashion field. Is that
Yes,
right?
I work for the fashion industry.
Right.
Yes.
But while working in the fashion industry, you did something special. That's what you told me last time.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, well, whilst I was working in the fashion industry, I was working for a company called Perry Cotton at David Jones, and I have some wonderful memories of that company and the people that I worked with. It's very special times. But besides my day job, I was not happy with the way I was thinking and feeling about myself. So I wanted to change my belief system. So I studied The Secret. And The Secret was presented through many educational systems, through many seminars. So I embraced all of the teachings, but the core subject was The Secret. So I took the trouble to study The Secret. It was very challenging, but I'm always up for a challenge, Bandhu.
Right.
And so I imparted The Secret in a different manner in the first book. But then in 2009, I was still working at Perry Cotton David Jones. I was having a coffee, a hot chocolate rather.
Yeah.
I mentioned it in my book. And I was sitting at the Cafe Galleria and having a
By
hot
the way,
chocolate.
to interrupt you, the
When the book popped into my mind.
Yeah, I mean,
this entire book popped into my
the
mind.
Merchant of Secrets.
That's right.
Okay, that's right. So that's.
And when The Merchant of Secrets popped into my mind in 2009, I thought to myself, oh my gosh, this is an enormous responsibility for me, which means I've got to practice more, invest more time. And for a minute I thought, do I do this? And of course I want to do it because I love a challenge.
Along with that, you may have been doing your motivational speeches and that sort of thing.
I did. I was helping people. I was consulting.
Right. You don't call yourself a counselor, but a motivational speaker.
Yes.
Anyway, that's good. That's a good community service. So tell us more about this book, Secrets. See, I mean, we all have secrets.
We all have big secrets. We have good secrets, dark secrets, small secrets, exciting secrets.
Yeah.
But this word secrets here is about, I would love to say that it's dark and very Hollywood-like, but no, this is about the secrets of our existence.
Right.
How we can find happiness, the secret to happiness, the secret to prosperity, the secrets to good health.
Right.
And that was an enormous task, an enormous challenge for me. A lot of studying, a lot of investing of my own time. I would start in the early hours of the morning, meditation, chanting of mantras. So I would say that this book is filled with mantras to chant.
Right.
So this is what this book is all about.
So, I mean,
So this is very exciting, it's new, it's fabulous. I've done the work and here it is. These are the results.
right. So
The results are right here.
Right. So by reading this book, we
Yes.
can get a glimpse of what you have experienced.
Yes.
And also, more importantly, how you, I mean, in your life, how you improved yourself and to become a better person.
Absolutely, Bandhu. My life is a deep struggle because born and raised in an eastern country. I love my country, I love my parents, I love everyone, all my teachers. However, the conditioning was be seen and not heard. And this is just not my story, it's everyone's story. Be seen and not heard, don't talk, don't think, we don't want your opinion, don't get angry, don't be sad, and all of that stuff. And all of that
So
stuff,
conditioned
the conditioning, Bandhu.
cultural.
Yes, the
system.
conditioning. But I studied something so great that it goes beyond all of that. And the past is just behind me with wonderful memories, but I have evolved into a different person. So all those past experiences have made me a writer.
Right. So when you come to writing, that's another art itself. So how did you acquire that skill of writing?
Bandhu, ever since I was a little girl, I was always with a pen in my hand and I was jotting down notes, but I never knew that I was a writer. And this habit continued throughout my entire life. Wherever I was constantly jotting down notes. But when I was in my 50s, a particular teacher pointed it out to me and said to me, Anne, you are actually a writer and that is your life path. And I didn't know that.
Right.
And I said to him, what do you mean? And he said, you should be writing books, not selling frocks. And I said, okay. And I said, do I have to study writing? He said, no, just write and publish because you're already there. And I thought about it and then I published the first book. And the first book was a struggle because it was like going to have a baby. It was brand new and it was a huge struggle to bring forth the first book. But then in 2020 came the global pandemic. And of course, we were all locked up.
Yes.
And I thought to myself, well, if you can't go out, you go in.
Yeah.
So I went in and pulled out my notes and put the book together, and here comes the second book. Very exciting.
So that's that gave the COVID or the pandemic gave you an opportunity.
Yes, it gave me a huge opportunity to share this knowledge because right now there's a lot of struggles, health issues, job issues, relationship issues, and people are really in dark places. People are unhappy, they don't know where to turn, they don't know what to do, anxiety issues. But this book has enormous secrets for each and every one. It's packed. Every page is packed. And whoever you are, whatever age you are, and whatever you wish for, this book has something for each one.
Okay, so when is the launch?
The launch is coming up really soon, so it's very exciting. It's on the 24th of April,
Right.
which is a Sunday, and it's at the Balawa again, because I love the Balawa.
Yeah, and it's a good atmosphere, and you'll be, when you come in, you'll be treated for.
Yes, I love all the guests to enjoy that beautiful Sri Lankan cuisine.
Right. Okay, good. So what I will do is we might invite some of our local or the Australian friends, because what you're talking to him is that's universal. It's not to any community or any.
Yes.
Anybody can go
The
through.
secret is universal. It's for everyone.
Yeah. Okay, and so actually, as I told you at the beginning, that particular girl, she carried your book in a handbag. So,
Thank you.
so that means, I mean, there will be something for all of us to share with this launch.
Yes.
So I hope everybody will take that opportunity on the 24th. Okay, and I wish you all the success with your writing, and I hope you can do and keep up the community services that you're doing, and for the betterment of everyone.
Thank you so much, Bandhu. Thank you so much for having on your show. I feel so privileged today. Thank you.
Thank you, Anne.
Thank you.
I've won, as we call it.
Thank you. Thank you, Bandhu. Thank you.
Vishvavahini.